COVID-19 pandemic pushed a number of cities to create more bike-friendly roads and highways. The Transportation Department, meanwhile, says it needs more than 1 billion pesos to fund its Metro Manila-wide bike lane project. To discuss more about this, joining us live via Zoom is DOTR Assistant Secretary for Legal Affairs, Steve Pastor. Good afternoon, ASEC. Thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon, Sam, and good afternoon to all televiewers of CNN, the Traffic Center show.
ASEC, briefly lang po, can you give us a background on the Metro Manila-wide bike lane project?
Yes, this was even prior to the COVID pandemic. The Department of Transportation, through the strong leadership of our secretary, was already pursuing the active transport as well as promoting low carbon emission transportation mode. So in the advent of the COVID-19 pandemic, it was further highlighted that there is a need for a network of bike lanes interconnecting the 17 cities and municipality of the National Capital Region. Hence, we developed a program, and we are now pursuing the National Capital Region Bike Lane Network.
ASEC, with that, why do we need 1 billion pesos for this project? Will this ensure the safety of our bikers? What's included sa proposal ng DOTR?
It's not necessarily 1 billion pesos, you know. It was the allotted funds from the Bayanihan 2. But the intention really is to have more or less 600 kilometers of bike lane network along the National Capital Region. And the primary concern is for us to have an interconnected one, and that it should be a protected bike lane, meaning to say our cyclists will be secured when they use this facility.
Right. At the moment po, how many bike lanes have been installed so far, and where are they located?
For last week, we launched the interim hospital bike lanes network, the Department of Transportation with our partner agencies, the DPWH and the MMDA. We have two sites for this interim hospital bike lanes. One is in Manila and the other is in Quezon City. For the Manila, the route structure is along Taft Avenue, Quirino Avenue, Rojas Boulevard, and the United Nations Loop. This will serve hospitals primarily for the Philippine General Hospital, Manila Doctors Hospital, Manila Medical Center, and the Hospital ng Maynila. For the Quezon City Loop, the route structure is along V. Luna to East Avenue, Elliptical Road to Quezon Avenue, and Commonwealth Avenue. This will serve the Philippine Children's Hospital, the Lung Center of the Philippines, Philippine Heart Center, the Veterans Hospital, and the East Avenue Medical Center. In addition to this, if I may add, the MMDA has several existing bike lanes. If I can name a few, the one is in Rojas Boulevard, the other is in Commonwealth, and another one located along Marcos Highway.
How much more are you planning to construct po, and how do you have plans to expand it outside NCR?
Yes, we have plans to expand it outside of the National Capital Region, but at this point in time, the focus really is within NCR. We are in coordination with DPWH because recently we signed a joint administrative order together with the Department of Health, the DPWH, and the Department of Interior, Local Government, wherein the mandate of DOTR and DPWH is to have a design standard that will be utilized nationwide. And we are also coordinating as to where exactly along the NCR shall we implement the integrated bike network.
So, sir, you mentioned this was a project pre-COVID. Will the bike lanes be permanent then, even after the COVID-19 pandemic?
Yes, the intention really is to have a permanent structure so that our cyclists will have a permanent structure to use even after the COVID pandemic. And again, I'd like to reemphasize that the focus here is to have a safe and protected bike lane.
Lastly po, ASEC, message po natin or some reminders for our bikers.
Yes, of course. For our bikers, the Department of Transportation promotes cycling as a mode of transportation. And we also recognize the vulnerability of our cyclists and LMB users on the road. Hence, the protected bike lanes is being pushed forward by this department, again through the strong leadership of Secretary Tugade. The department will also issue guidelines as to the actual use of these bike lanes. In light of that, the department would like to emphasize that all road users to strictly adhere to all traffic rules and regulations and extend our patience on the road to avoid unnecessary road crashes, particularly to our cyclists.
Thank you for your time, sir. Speaking to us live via Zoom is DOTR Assistant Secretary for Legal Affairs, Steve Pastor.